I'm Tim Stevens, and this is the Ford Ranger Raptor. The bigger F-150 Raptor is world famous for its incredible off-road performance. But can its little brother, the Ranger Raptor, deliver the same kind of off-road thrills at a more attainable price point? We're going to run you through all the numbers, then we'll give it the full Capital One review treatment to find out. Now this is a 2024 Ranger Raptor, but for 25 the only changes are two new colors, marsh gray and desert sand. Under the hood we have a 3-liter turbocharged V6 engine with 405 horsepower and 430 pound-feet of torque. In the city it'll do 16 mpg, on the highway 18 mpg, and 17 mpg combined. Up front we have auto-dimming LED headlights, and around the sides we have 17-inch wheels with 33-inch all-terrain tires. Out back, drop the tailgate, you have access to the 12-volt and 110 outlets here in the bed. We've also got the optional spray liner here. Payload is 1,375 pounds, towing 5,510 pounds. Inside the Ranger Raptor, there's a dark interior here, but it does have these lovely orange highlights. The real highlight, though, is this 12-inch vertically oriented touchscreen, which does have integrated navigation, or you can bring your own with either Android Auto or Apple CarPlay. And there's a wireless cell phone charger here to keep your phone juiced while you're using either. That's connected to a 10-speaker B&O sound system. We've got heated seats and a heated steering wheel too, plus a dual-zone climate control system. Outside we have power folding side view mirrors, and up top you've got 6 separate aux switches, pre-wired to power whatever you want. All right, those are all the numbers of the Ranger Raptor. Let's go hit the dirt and see how it performs. Now, first and probably most important thing that you need to know about the Ranger Raptor is that the faster you go off-road, the happier this truck is. This is definitely a machine much like the bigger Raptor that was tuned for going quickly. And thankfully we've got a really nice off-road course here to play with here in Texas, where I can really open this thing up. Now right now I'm driving it in Baja mode, which is kind of Ford's tuned high-speed off-road play mode. But I've got a bunch of different modes that I can toggle through here if I want to, just by twisting the mode knob here. I go down to just kind of a general off-road mode if I want to. And there's also a rock crawl mode, which we'll get into for doing some more technical off-road terrain. But again, to have the most fun in this thing, either go to Baja or you can roll your own mode. Basically, I've got buttons here that I can toggle between 2 high, 4 low, or I can just leave it in kind of an automatic mode if I want to as well. Or if I want even more control, I just hit the little button here with a picture of a cactus and some other stuff. And there I can individually lock the front and rear differentials. And I can even enable the trail control system, which is kind of like cruise control for going off-road. It'll maintain a given speed, so it combines hill descent control on the downhill with just kind of a constant throttle application. So if you've got some really technical terrain and you don't even want to think about touching the brake or the gas, just hit that, pick your speed, use the cruise controls here on the steering wheel, and it'll take you right over it, nice and easy. Now, nice and easy is a great way to describe how this thing is off-road. It is incredibly capable, whether I'm flying around these corners and you're kicking the tail out a little bit here, or crawling over some big old boulders. This thing feels absolutely unstoppable. Just how good is that suspension? Well, it lets you do stuff like this. Despite the amazing off-road prowess that this thing certainly has, it actually hasn't given up too much in the way of functionality. Sure, the max towing and payload are lower than they would be in a normal Ranger, but if you're really only interested in towing and payload, frankly, you'd probably just go for a full-size F-150 in that case. Despite the heavy-duty Fox suspension, it's still actually reasonably comfortable on-road, and those massive tires with the giant sidewalls help the thing to have reasonably good on-road dynamics. I mean, certainly not the most agile thing on the road, but it's comfortable, it handles big bumps, and it's got reasonably good ride quality. So despite having an incredibly powerful, incredibly capable off-road machine, you get something that's incredibly well balanced too, reasonably practical, fun to drive, comfortable, safe. About the only negative really is the price. Starting price on this one, the mid $50,000 range. This one's optioned up closer to $60,000 with a couple things that are on here. And that is a lot of money for a mid-sized truck. But if you compare it to something like, say, the Bronco Raptor or indeed the full-size Raptor, it almost feels like a pretty good value. So if you want an incredibly quick, incredibly fast, incredibly capable truck that still can do day-to-day truck duties with a Palm, hard to do much better.